Who would win in a duel between two of arguably Yugioh's most powerful duelists, Ishizu from Duel Monsters or Sartorius from GX? Both are known to have the ability to see into the future, Ishizu with her Millennium Necklace and Sartorius with the Light of Destruction. And this is actually way more complicated than you would first think. For example, Ishizu has shown that she can not only see into the future, but the past as well, which might give her an advantage in seeing Sartorius's past strategies. Also, if we're comparing the strongest versions of each of these characters, because why wouldn't we, Ishizu technically has access to Obelisk the Tormentor, and not just Obelisk, mind you, Anime Effect Obelisk, which has a stupid number of abilities at its disposal. And even without Obelisk, her deck was elite enough that it made Kaiba start shaking in his boots while he had Obelisk. But as for Sartorius, while he doesn't have anything as game-breaking as Anime Obelisk, he somewhat makes up for it by using an actual archetype instead of a random assortment of cards like Ishizu. Granted, his entire archetype relies on his opponent getting a 50-50 chance wrong, which Ishizu would probably not do, but it's heavily implied that the Light of Destruction manipulates his odds of getting a good outcome regardless of how the opponent calls it. So I don't think that would be an issue for him. But if Ishizu knows that Sartorius is just going to win all of his effects, would she be able to do anything about it? And if she happens to get Obelisk on the field, could Sartorius do anything about it? And when they're shuffling their decks, wouldn't they just shuffle until they know they have the best order? Or if they shuffle each other's, then they'll make it the worst order? And if one of them sees a move happen that leads to their victory, but that other person sees it and blocks it, so that move blocks their win, which would make them Uno reversed by the first duelist, which would get Uno reversed by the second duelist, and it bounces back and forth, then it just doesn't stop until one of them runs out of cards. But Ishizu has Exchange of the Spirit that stops their graveyards and decks that switch the orders. We can't even count how many cards there are and how many of each effects there are that can actually negate. It just doesn't stop.